Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. In the last video I shared how our journey to the UK began. Today I'll continue that story, how me and my family started living our new life in the UK. As I mentioned before, our decision to move was not triggered by financial hardship. We simply wanted, me and my wife, to follow our daughter, who wanted a better future, a new beginning in UK. Once we arrived, me and my daughter started to work for McDonald's, and after we moved to KFC, I wasn't very happy with the job there. As a result, I resigned. My daughter was continuing working for KFC at the till. Meantime, my wife arrived. She found a job in one of the care homes in London, specifically in Richmond. At first, things were tough. And after I gave up to work for KFC, I started working for a domiciliary care agency. That means going from door to door, helping people in their own homes. I'll be honest, it was scary at the beginning for me, as I had never done this kind of job back in Romania. I began with 2 weeks of training. I was taught how to wash patients or people, how to move patients safely. I was taught about the regulation in the UK. I was taught how I should introduce myself when I go to their homes. But what do you think? What was the most terrifying part for me? Was the changing an incontinent pad. I'm very honest. Back then, I thought, can I really do this? I was not confident at all. But I pushed myself. And this is very important. And this is where I learned something very important, which is very important in our life in general. Motivation isn't always enough. So I repeat, the motivation is not always enough. Why the motivation is not always enough? Because, for instance, you got up in the morning, you are not always motivated to go to work. You are not always motivated to do something else when you got up, or in different moments in a day. But what will push you forward and even will create the motivation to do something, it is the discipline. So to draw a conclusion, the discipline is that truly carries you forward. The discipline is that will help you to move forward. At least this is my opinion. I was raised by a very disciplined father, and that helped me push through my doubts. After training, I started to shadow a care team. Most of time I shadowed 2 care assistants going to clients' home, and just I was watching what these 2 carers were doing. Sometimes I shadowed just 1 carer because the patient didn't need 2 carers. The patient or the client needed only 1 carer. After I finished this process of shadowing, which lasted 1 week, I started effectively the job. I started doing the job myself. But the company had a very good strategy with the new starters. They didn't put me to work alone, even though some calls or for some patients it was needed just one carer. But they were looking to at least 1 week after I started doing the job to be together with another carer, or to do the job with another care assistant, to go to the calls where the patient needed 2 carers. That helped me to gain confidence. So gradually I got better, more confident, and yes, I could change pads like a pro. So I got over my doubts regarding changing incontinent pads. So the discipline will push you forward, as I said, and will help you to overcome your obstacles or your fears. This job, this domiciliary care job included also preparing meals. For instance, breakfast, fried or poached eggs, toast with butter, cornflakes, porridge, sometimes giving a quick wash or a strip wash, giving showers, helping people get ready for their day ahead or for the bed. And I was traveling a lot between homes. Sometimes I had 30 minutes or even an hour between visits. And you know what? I was very successful in this role. Why I was very successful in this role, or what helped me to be very successful in this role? My background was a teacher in Romania. This job helped me to communicate well. So I was very good with communication. And the communication, actually, I received it from my former job as a teacher in Romania. So in a career job, the communication is very important, to have very good skills of communication. I was very disciplined, punctual, and most importantly, caring, a trait I inherited from my mother, who was also a carer all her life, all her professional life. My mother was a carer, and she used to bring children at home to take care of them. And very often I helped my mother to take care of these children. Actually, my skills as a carer was started when I was a child, when I was around 14, when my mother was able to give me responsibilities. So that helped me, seeing my mother receiving these responsibilities, taking care of children, helped me to gain very important and vocational skills in caring. So the communication, the discipline, the punctuality, and the caring are traits what will help you to be very successful in a caring job. But 1 year passed, and we had to make very big decisions. Do we stay or do we go back to Romania? My wife wanted to stay. My daughter wanted to stay. I wanted to go back to Romania because I missed my job as a teacher, my country, my church. I was very close to Catholic Church there in Romania. So I was in minority. Another part of my family, my wife and my daughter, wanted to stay here in UK. So I was alone. So what I'm gonna to do? I knew there is no point for me in going back alone at 50. I was already 50 and risking my marriage. So my decision was then I stay. So all of us stayed here. Yeah. After we had a meeting and we took the decision together, even though me wanted to go back, at the end I changed my mind, being in minority, so I remained here together with my family. Meantime, we climbed up. As I said, my wife started to work as a carer, even though she had over 25 years experience as a nurse in Romania. Her English skills improved a lot. Meantime, she received the RGN number, which gave her the opportunity to start to work as a nurse here in UK. So, meantime, my wife became a nurse in the same care home, and after a few years, she became a clinical lead. Now she is a deputy manager in the same care home where she started since she arrived here in UK. I transitioned. I moved from domiciliary care to working in a care home because I wanted to climb up too. And when you draw the line doing domiciliary care, door to door, you will notice you spend a lot of money for petrol. You will spend a lot of money for spare parts of the car because you are using your car for long miles. You will travel a lot of miles, so that will make your car to break down quite often, and you have to spend your own money for spare parts of the car. And after you draw the line, you will see the money left in your hand are not very good. Therefore, I decided to move from domiciliary care to working in a care home. But there in a care home, I meet other obstacles. I mean, I was used to drive from home to another home, so I had freedom. So it was less stressful in a domiciliary care, and you had this freedom. In a care home, that's true, you are more stable, less driving around, but it's more stressful, and you are trapped inside the building, which made me to feel very uncomfortable. But as I said, the discipline will push you forward. Being disciplined, that give me also the motivation, and I overcome my feeling being trapped inside the building, and slowly I settled in a care home. I went through a few care homes, like 2-3 care homes, and at the end I settled in one of the care homes in Richmond. So I kept climbing also, and now I am a senior team leader in a care home. I am responsible in this new position as a senior team leader for medication, care plans, professional meetings, and supervising the care team. It's a very challenging and responsible job. But I'm pleased with myself starting as a carer in a domiciliary care, and at the end to get a senior team leader job. Regarding to our daughter, she found love, started a family, and she has a beautiful daughter with another baby on the way this September. She also plans to study nursing at university soon, after she will give birth. We even bought an apartment with a mortgage near London, with easy access to Richmond via the M3 motorway. So after 11.5 years in the UK, the question is, are we happy with our decision to stay here? Yes, absolutely happy. We are very grateful to the British people who welcomed us with open hearts. They have been tolerant, understanding, and kind with us. Do I still miss Romania? Yes, of course, it is my origin country. I still miss Romania, but not like before. I have grown to love the UK. This is my home now. My family is here. Therefore, I belong here. So here is what I've learned from life abroad. First of all, it's not easy. Second, you will miss your country, definitely. Third, you will struggle sometimes. But as I said, if you are disciplined, this will push you forward. And all this will make you also stronger. Never be afraid to start from zero. You are not losing your roots. You are building a second home. If you are thinking of moving abroad, my advice is simple. Prepare yourself mentally. This is very important. The battle is here, inside the brain, in your mind. Learn the language. And don't expect to be easy. But the most important, don't give up. And come to the new country with good ideas. I mean, come to add value, contribute with something, to the community, and everyone will welcome you. For instance, us worked for 11.5 years every day. So every day. So we never stopped to work. We never relied on benefits. So we always worked. And respect the people around you, and they will respect you too. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned something from our journey. Feel free to share your thoughts or experiences in the comments. Until next time, God bless you and see you in the next video.